3, 2, 1.
This movie's...
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Benji and Anthony here, and welcome to the bar for our Throwback Thursday of
Allied. It just came out this past December. It stars Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard, and it's directed by Robert Zemeckis.
So, you know what, guys? Let's get right into it. So first of all, Allied's actually a little bit mixed reviews right now. It's about 61% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I think I know why. We are going to explain a little bit more, of course, as we go. We are not going to spoil the movie because I know a lot of people haven't seen it from what I know. But we will talk about certain scenes here and there. The movie actually starts off with Max Vaton, played by Brad Pitt. And he actually meets a woman named Marianne, which is played by
Marion Cotillard, which is kind of confusing. But...
Yeah, and it's crazy because this movie reminds... Well, at least me, it reminds me a lot about Inception and Inglourious Basterds. Not the idea, but the acting behind Inception. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the movie's about them being in armed forces. So they are part of the army during the Nazi era time.
Right, World War II.
Yeah. So it's kind of like they're spies. They're going in for a specific mission. And
they pretend that they're a married couple because they're on a mission, right? And that's how they meet.
And it turns into kind of like a love story.
Yeah, because they feel that they're going to die. So like, let's just get... Because there's like a tension. There's an attraction.
Yeah, and it goes into like a little bit deeper and they actually fall in love, end up getting married. And it's something where in the trailers, it explains all of this. So it's not like we're spoiling anything. We're not spoiling any scenes or any stuff like that. But it does explain that at one point... Later on in the film, you do find out that they are believing she's actually a spy.
Possibility that she's a German spy. Yeah.
So it's something where it kind of causes controversy between the marriage, and it kind of messes with your mind, to be honest. I think it does mess with your mind a lot. The things I really liked about the movie is Brad Pitt and Marion. They fit together. They were perfect. I did believe they loved each other. I did believe they gave me their characters. Brad Pitt.
They worked off each other, right?
Exactly.
They flowed well.
Brad Pitt is just an amazing American actor. Sorry for saying American actor, but he is one of the better American actors, out there. He just plays such a suave agent kind of
great
guy.
Leading man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he knows how to be that like caring person, but at the same time a badass in a film, Yeah. And
he has range. I mean, look at Benjamin Button. He plays an old man turning into a young...
All the way to Fight Club, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, and Fight Club,
Like it just shows you the ways he knows how to act. And then Marianne, again, she's just beautiful. She's a beautiful actress, and she plays it very well.
I'm smiling, and it's because you're in my mind, like, you have a great director, you have a great actor, the set design, the production design is great, but that doesn't always make a great movie.
It doesn't, and that's the sad part about it.
Yeah.
I did like the film. I really did like it. And the reason why was because it kept me thinking. It kept me really wondering, like, okay, is it happening? No, it's not. Well, no, it is. No, it's not. It made me realize, like, dude, am I even real? Is this real? I don't get it. It Inception me.
Hence the Inception.
Exactly. Right? It Inception me. And I really liked it. I love the scenes. I love the era.
Yeah.
The costume design was amazing. The audio was great. Some of the smaller music here and there was really good. But the full cast was really good. Like, a lot of the actors weren't big, but everybody fit their role. It fit very well. I'm going to spoil one little scene that I really liked. Just something simple. The way he was flipping the deck, the way he was shuffling, something just as simple as that scene made me really love this film. That it doesn't have to be this, big, sad, like, oh, I'm going to cry scene. It could be something just simple like that I really love. And of course, like, I love Inglourious Basterds, and it's something where it kind of went into that.
Yeah.
I love the era's history. I don't love the era, don't get me wrong. I don't love World War II, but I love the history behind it. That's probably one of the only history moments that I really love. And I think that's where it really brought it in. Like, the cinematography was great. The pan out shots, the wide shots.
The desert scene.
Exactly, the desert scenes. The way you see the cities and the cars and the beautiful parties that's going on in these German areas.
My thing is, and as you could tell, Ben really, really liked this film. I have seen movies where I've just kept thinking, is this Casablanca? And during the whole, like, deck scene, like you said, it reminded me of Inglourious Basterds. And I feel that when a movie, for me personally, when a movie starts making you think of other movies, it's not a good movie. Because you're wanting the dialogue from Inglourious Basterds, or you're wanting that romance. And Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard, they did do kind of like the Bogart kind of Casablanca thing, but I don't know. I just, for me, it didn't.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like you say, like one thing that I would argue with that is you say like you don't like thinking about other movies, but I think about Star Wars. Okay. Everybody loved the latest one. Sorry, not Rogue One.
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, but it was a straight copy from the original. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so we were talking earlier today, and you were saying how 2016, where movies are going to set up for future, right?
That was one thing I said.
Rogue One is setting up the future. I mean, I'm sorry, Force Awakens is setting up the future.
True, but Force Awakens was 2015. Yeah, so see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. Like, I just feel like in certain films that doesn't work. I do agree with that. A good example, we just talked about it, Back to the Future, which he actually directed. Back to the Future 2, to me, was a complete copy of Back to the Future 1. And I do feel like certain parts of that, but a lot of people loved it. But I feel like it was lackluster because it reminded me a lot of the first one.
All right, let's bring it in. Do you recommend this movie?
I do recommend this movie. I really do like it. I feel like this movie is something where it kind of plays with your mind a little bit, and I love movies that like that. I love movies that do play with your mind, but don't leave you leaving with questions. It does have an ending. The way it ended was beautiful. It was a great way to end it.
Get an answer to your question.
Exactly. Like, and it hurt. It did hurt when I found that out. And just the way it ended was amazing. Like it almost brought me not to tears, but it did make me sad at the end. Yeah. So I do recommend this movie. What about you, man?
I think you could make it a rental. I actually, I know we're going to give our grade next, but like for me,
we get a lot of hate for
that. Yeah. It wasn't as moving as it was for me.
I feel you. So I liked it, Anthony. So I want to know your score. What did you give it?
I actually give this 6. I really don't recommend it. Maybe if it's a rainy day and it's on TV. It was too slow paced for me, and it dragged for me up actually.
I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm actually going to go with 8 out of 10. And it was a little slow paced, but I kind of liked it because it had little things, the conversations, like you said before, the lesbian couple, stuff like that.
Shout out to the lesbians.
Here and there. Were really good. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. All right, guys, in the comments down below, let us know if you've seen Allied. What did you guys think about it? Did you guys like it? No? And maybe let us know other movies that kind of mess with your mind, Inception, stuff like that. Let us know in the comments down below.
Or what's your favorite Brad Pitt movie?
There you go. Another one that you could actually answer in the comments down below. All right, guys, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We do have those on there. What other ones do we have as well?
We're on Tumblr, we're on Instagram, and we tweet sometimes.
Don't forget to give us a like on the video. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos. Have a good one, guys.